Welcome to Elevated Coaching, the podcast designed to help group fitness instructors, personal trainers, and health and fitness coaches level up their skills and grow their careers. Hosted by me, Anna.
And Gregory.
This guy here. Two fitness professionals with 20 plus years of combined experience. This show delivers the perfect mix of humor, education, and entertainment. Welcome to our very first podcast. Gregory is so excited to do this with me all the time. Listen, we have...
Hold on.
Okay.
So we can't edit this?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, I could edit it. I just, why? We're so much better in our natural state. Okay. So,
I mean, I'm supposed to be on my P's and Q's.
Gregory and I met
We have to start over.
as group fitness instructors at One Life Fitness. And Gregory
We have to pay.
heard about how amazing I was
I did?
and had to come take a class from me, a cycle class. And then he was so blown away by how amazing I was
Missed that memo.
as a coach that he, wanted to become my friend immediately upon meeting me. This is all a lie.
It really is. I don't know what's happening here.
Somehow, Gregory and I became friends. If you ask him, I am not his friend. In fact, Luke today in the car, Luke is my 13-year-old son. Luke today in the car is like, why you want to go hang out with Gregory? All he tells you all the time is how much he hates you. I was like, he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He's like, yeah, I think he does, Mom. I don't think you're listening. All right, so why are we doing this podcast? Gregory and I did, in fact, meet at One Life Fitness as group fitness instructors.
Do we have to pay them because we're saying their name?
No.
Okay. We got to get permission?
Yeah, we are not paid by One Life to talk about them. It's just a place in which we met. It's just a place like meeting at Starbucks. Except for we would never do that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What? You're not. Don't do it. Oh, God, I hate it. Okay. It's great.
Put us on video.
Eventually, we kind of sort of became friends. But Suzanne, who is the mayor at our gym, I've deemed her the mayor of our gym, and we can talk about that in later episodes, what that means, was like, you guys should get t-shirts. And I don't even remember what she said they should say. Something funny. Mm-hmm. And we laughed. She's like, it'd be hilarious, you guys on a podcast. Of course, and you'll get to know me, was like, oh, this is the best idea ever. We're totally going to do this. And he was like, oh, God. Just did not. Was not into it, but then thought about it. But then you thought about it, and you're like, all right, fine. You didn't think I was going to go through with it, did you?
And here we are.
Did you think I was going to make you do this?
Quite sure.
So, we are very similar and very different.
Glad you said that part.
Yeah.
You're not similar.
We are in our ideas about teaching. We are,
Okay.
and what works and what doesn't.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we'll let you guys decide. So, first podcast is really all we're going to talk about is how we got into this, why we got into this, the ins and outs of why you should or maybe should not get into group fitness. But really, at the end of the day, here's the things we can agree on. Number one, working in the health and fitness industry 85% of the time is a hustle.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No?
90% of the
91.5% of the
I
time
want to say 95.
Okay. is a hustle. Okay? You don't get paid a lot. You just don't. Even if you have your master's in physical therapy, unless you sign on with like a sports team or not even hospital anymore. Like, it is just really hard to make money in this industry. And even harder, the other thing that we definitely agree on, is to get feedback and coaching from anyone. We're going to end that sentence right there. from anyone. unless you have a friend who you can say, hey, come take my class, give me feedback and coaching, and you're open to hearing it. So we decided that with our combined experience, we're going to call it expertise, because I feel like we're experts in this. We've been doing this long enough.
I'm just here for my opinion. I just have an opinion. She works on facts.
Most of the time.
Yes.
I also have very strong opinions.
Yes.
Okay. So we wanted to have a platform to be able to help group fitness instructors elevate their coaching, which is why this is called Elevated Coaching. We want to give you tools, we want to give you tips, we want to give you tricks. We also want to tell you what not to do, what to avoid, how to take things sometimes with a grain of salt or smaller. But we really wanted this to be something that provided value to all of you who really put yourselves out there to be group fitness instructors, inspire others. I fully believe that group fitness is the gateway drug. Both Gregors and I are personal trainers as well, so I'm sure we will talk about that in addition. But predominantly, we're going to focus probably through the rest of the year on group fitness as a whole. But today is just an intro to who we are, how we got into this industry, and then that's our topic, Hot Topic Tuesday. That's today. And then for Thursday, we'll get into our coaching playbook and talk about how to do the things that we talk about on Tuesday. So, you want to start? You want to talk about how you got into this industry?
I got into this industry because I went to go take a boxing class at the local YMCA. And can we cuss on this? I talk a lot of trash. And someone thought it was, yes, I won't say shit.
Okay.
And someone thought it was a great idea that I got into Group X. And I thought it was a terrible idea.
Why? Because you don't like people?
I don't like people.
He likes me.
So, that's debatable.
Okay.
It's funny we have video, because then I could just simply get a workout in right here.
Mm-mm.
These kettlebells behind us.
No.
Yeah. So they sent me to a website to get my certification, which we'll talk about later. That lovely, wonderful Group X certification that I started with.
From Groupon.
And I applied for the job, and I actually got the job. And then next thing you know, it turned into, oh my gosh, I actually have to do this.
That's like our friendship. Except for it didn't come from Groupon.
It didn't come from Groupon.
But you thought, oh
And
my
that's
gosh,
how
I actually have to do
And that is how I got into group exercise.
What are you doing? Is this going to happen every time?
No, so it looks like one tooth is, so it looks like I got like an extra long tooth. Then my
So, full transparency, we started doing these with just the audio, but
oh my gosh, we should have stayed audio.
we said it 1,000 times during audio. We really need video, and now that I have video, I kind of just want to FaceTime you so hard all the time. I want to be like, pull it together.
There we go.
Okay, talk.
I am talking.
Okay. Is that all you want to share with the people?
Yes, for right now.
That's
yes.
it?
Yeah.
How did you enjoy the process of getting certified?
It was easy. It took me a whole 30 minutes to pass that one little exam. And then I taught my first class and was a nervous wreck.
How long after?
And then after that, I became part of the cult. Group exercise. You hear her say group fit.
Group fit.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
I mean, it kind of is a cult with like subsects. It's almost like a religion. And I was thinking about that actually the other day, about how some people make fitness their religion, and that there are like different sects.
Get it together.
Different sects.
Spell it out.
S-E-C-T-S. Sects. Yeah.
Sets.
Sects.
S-E-T-S.
S-E-C-T-S. Sex. It sounds like sex though, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sex,
Why are you
but
trying
it
to
sounds like
pronounce
sex.
The C and the T. Keep.
Anyway, how there's different, like, Les Mills, Zumba, like, there's different cults within the cults. You know what I mean?
Sections.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, my turn. I was taking group fit classes, predominantly cycle, at like 5:30 in the morning because at the time I was a mom of two. I really didn't have any friends because we had just moved. So the gym was like my place. That was my place. And I went to a 5:30 a.m. class, and the instructor wasn't there. And it was a cycle class, and I had been taking cycle since I was 16 years old. So I'd been cycling for a long time, been making playlists for a long time, and I was like, I'll teach it. I'll just teach it. It's fine. If you guys want to stay, I can teach it. And I put on one of my playlists, and of course I didn't have a microphone, so I just shouted the whole time and cued, with my hands and down and up and, hills and whatever. And then my group fit manager was like, the next day, she goes, did I hear that you taught a cycle class yesterday? I was like, yeah, sorry. She's like, don't ever do that again. That is a liability to us. Our insurance doesn't cover you. But also, how would you feel about me paying for your group fit certification or cycle cert, whatever I can get allowed? So cycle was my first certification. Most places you don't have to have both a group and a cycle cert. I can't take you serious. A group and a cycle cert. You just have to have a cycle cert at like big box gyms. So La Fitness, 24 Hour, One Life, what else? Lifetime, pretty much any of them, right? Any of them. So that's what I did, and I started teaching cycle, and that was my first love, and the rest is history. Been teaching for a very long time, gone through many subspecialty certifications since. So that's how I got here.
Word.
What are your 3 favorite things about this industry?
Three favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
One, the people.
You just said you didn't like people.
I know I don't like people, but people are motivating sometimes. Two, I never thought about that, but I would say people.
That's because you're a glass half empty kind of person.
I know because
I'm a glass half full kind of person.
You said 3 favorite things.
3.
Let me see.
You said people.
People,
Mm-hmm.
the unlimited learning in this industry.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly learning.
For sure.
And I think, if I had to keep it real basic and simple, fitness is fun.
Oh. Fitness is fun. Okay, this
Fitness
one will
is
be
fun.
easier for you. What are the 3 things that you dislike about this industry?
The pay. And that's just it. The pay. Oh.
No, there's more.
Yeah, there's more, but the pay.
The people.
The people. The pay sucks.
The pay is terrible.
The pay is terrible.
Terrible. There are some boutique fitness places where you can make really good money. There was a time when I was making $110 to $120 per class.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
right. So I was making pretty good money because I was teaching 14 classes a week with that pay. But then my other pay at a big box gym that was not a boutique was $15 an hour.
Mm.
And that did not include, you guessed it, creating playlists, creating a plan, getting there 15 minutes early, staying 15 minutes after, promoting.
So back to your question, the 3 things I dislike: the pay, and the pay.
That's it?
That's it.
What about the grind? What about the hustle? What about caring more than your participants? That's one of mine.
That you dislike?
I hate it.
Why?
Because, okay, let me do the 3 things I like. I love the people.
Okay.
I love the energy.
Okay.
And I love watching people be able to conquer things they never thought possible. That is my absolute favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's your 3 dislikes?
The pay, the time, Because like I said, what people see when they take a group fit class is they see you get up on stage, teach a class, and get off the stage. What we do is pine over music, pine over plans, go through it in our head, maybe sometimes actual physical exertion. Hey, I got to run through this plan, make sure my timing is correct. I'm actually doing the plan. Then we got to amend the plan, especially if you're new. When I first started and I was pull it together. God, did you forget your meds? Shit.
Woo. We can't edit. It's gonna be such a disaster.
Okay, when you first make a playlist, how long did it take you to make your first playlist? Like from scratch?
For just any class?
Yeah.
Shh,
Forever. It took me like 2 days.
Yeah.
It took so long. It was stupid.
Well, Psycho takes a minute.
I think once you get used to it, it doesn't take time.
No.
Like it probably takes me 20 minutes to pump out a fire playlist.
My first class was a hit class, and then it was like I just put a bunch of.
Oh yeah, well that doesn't matter.
Yeah, then you gotta make sure.
I mean, it does matter.
Then depending
We'll
on
get
where
into
you're
that.
working at, you have to make sure all the songs are clean because you don't want all the words to come out in the songs.
Yeah.
The words.
Yeah.
Trying to keep this a PG show, so I won't go through any of the bad words.
You don't need to list the bad words for the folks. No, don't list them. Yeah, the time it's a lot. It's a lot. It takes a lot of time. In fact, I would say Matt, my husband, said the D word at least 2 or 3 times from the amount of time that I spent at work or working on work in this industry for very little pay.
Yeah, it's very little pay.
Yeah. Even at a management level, it's very little pay.
Pennies.
When you get into this industry, it's because you are passionate. Oh my God. Now he's just doing it to piss me off. I'm sure you guys are like, what is wrong with this guy? He has Tourette's. Okay. He has Tourette's. Let's just chalk it up to he has Tourette's. He doesn't have Tourette's, but it's the only explanation for whatever is happening over here.
What did she expect when we went to video?
Oh my God. Are you going to get used to seeing yourself ever?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, biggest pieces of advice getting into this industry.
Patience. Have patience. And don't suck. Your phone's ringing.
I know. I see that. I don't know who that is.
You want to answer it live?
I do not.
Okay. Hello.
Patience.
Patience. And wait, we didn't say advice.
Advice
Yeah.
for people who are thinking about getting into the industry.
Practice.
Is this after they've decided to get into the industry?
I mean, besides me telling them straight up to run.
Don't run. It's amazing, but also
it is, but it's
a lot.
everything that she just said earlier. It's time consuming. When you get into it, it will slowly eat away at your life.
No.
And it is really.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, well, I guess I just won't watch it
It
anymore."
really is a cult.
It is.
Because when you start teaching your first class, now you got to go to 2 classes. Now you got to go to 3 classes.
yeah.
Now you got to go to 4
See,
classes.
this is a good piece of advice.
Yes.
I'm gonna reword that
Oh,
piece
wait,
of advice.
wait. See, now I'm thinking of everything we said in the first episode that recorded. That
Just on
didn't
audio?
record.
Yeah.
Yes. Learn how to say no.
There it is. There's the best advice.
Learn how to say no, because if you become that person that starts taking on all these classes, you become the person that they depend on.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do say no that first time, you're the bad person.
Yeah, it comes back on you for sure.
Oh my gosh, I have to look at myself. I'm not
Okay.
used to this.
Yes. Yes. Being able, now when you first get certified, and we'll talk more about certifications. I know we keep saying that, but we will. When you get certified, you go from, I know I don't like it. I need to be here.
You see how the light's coming off your
Yeah, I
forehead?
hate it. It's so
Yeah,
shiny,
I
but
know.
it's because my skin is so healthy. It is. My skin looks really good for being my age. When you first start teaching group fitness, right? Like, you're going to go from, okay, I'm only going to teach this one class. Or I'm only going to teach these 2 classes. And then your fitness director is going to come to you and be like, hey, great opportunity. I have a 9 a.m. class, which is like prime time, 9:15.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
I don't know what's happening.
Rearranging myself. I can't sit still.
Which is why you're a child. You're literally a child. Your skin looks really good, though.
Because I'm healthy.
Okay. You'll go and you'll be like, oh, a 9:15 a.m. class, I'll take it. And you really won't care what it is.
And that's a popular spot.
Yeah, because it's a primetime spot. Or it'll be like a 5:30 p.m., also primetime spot. And you'll be like, yes, I've made it. I got this spot. But then all of a sudden, you'll go from having 2 group fit classes to having 22 group fit classes, way over on the other end of the pendulum. And then what are you going to do? It's really hard to pull back from there and realize, like, I bit off more than I can chew. Because FOMO is for real in this industry. FOMO is, even as a participant, right? You go, oh, she's doing a theme ride. That's so cool. Oh, Gregory's going to do Kanye versus Drake. I'm so excited. Or you would never play that ride, would you? Why? You're so close.
Kanye versus Drake. See, it's that 1 tooth right there.
I cannot. Anyway, FOMO. As instructors, you have FOMO over other instructors' awesome rides, plans, classes, whatever they are. As a participant, you also get FOMO because you're like, oh, my friends are going to all go to this class and then we're going to get together afterwards and we're going to go out with the instructor and it's going to be so fun. So then you end up, why are you looking at me like that?
Keep going.
So then you end up taking way too many classes or teaching way too many classes, or you don't do the thing and you're like, oh, they had so much fun. Like, FOMO is real. Maybe not with him because he's not fun, but I'm fun, and FOMO is real. Just not anymore because now I'm old and I'm like, I'm fine. I would rather sleep. Thanks so much. Yeah, but back in the day, and by back in the day I mean maybe 10 years ago, for sure I had FOMO. Maybe less than that even. Because you do fun rides and you want to be a part of it, or fun classes, or like classes for a good reason, like a St. Jude ride, or like a Save the Puppies. Oh, that was one of the best classes we ever did. We did a Save the Puppies class where all the puppies came in afterwards and we were raising money.
Oh my gosh.
It was the best thing ever.
Save the puppies.
Ever.
Save the puppies. I gotta save the puppies.
So, our goal is to give you both positive and negative information so that you can tailor your teaching, your classes, the way you show up for people, the way you show up for yourself, your own health and fitness versus teaching classes. What else would I forget? As we go along, we will be digging into cueing and coaching, different layers of coaching, different certifications, classes, how to be good at each one of them. Music. Ooh, if you don't like music, turn this off.
Energy.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot to cover.
Yeah. So we have a whole year planned out.
Yes, we do. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. And since this is the first one and you can see how I'm cutting up, it's only going to get worse.
Way to give him a reason to come back. Way to give him a reason to come back.
Woo!
So when we first started doing this, we did Chat GPT of like what this YouTube / Spotify was going to be all about, what the plan was, and then we asked Chat GPT to come up with
an outline.
An outro.
Oh, an outro.
An outro. I did the outline. Yeah? Yeah.
There you go.
An outro.
Yeah, you did the outline.
And then we said, make it sound like Joe Rogan. I feel like that's the outline. Outro.
Meat.
You should
Elk
make sure you
meat.
try some elk meat.
Elk meat.
Elk elk meat.
Wait, are we done with the first one?
Yeah, this is it,
Oh
man.
shit.
Yeah, give us your outro.
Oh, I don't have it right now. I have to pull up Chat GPT.
You don't have it memorized?
No. Because we've recorded like 85 episodes
true.
already, and none of them saved. So now we had to.
Well,
start
one of
over.
them didn't save. One of them, the microphone was off. One of them, both microphones were off. One of them was actually really good.
Hey, just keep it real. How about that?
I'm Gregory.
Oh, I'm Gregory, signing off. Keep it real. Unfortunately, I have to do this with this annoying person to my left.
Go out there and change some lives.
You know what's funny is when you think about it, I was just looking at this, I said to the left, but then like I picture myself standing in front of a room, so I'm like to the right.
That is the right. This would be the room to the left.
Yeah, to the left. Whatever, man. You
This
know
would
that
be to
whole
the
left-right thing, you know, when you're coaching in a room.
You have to be able to turn your right and left around.
Yeah, turn your right and left. Like I'm constantly yelling at the pool ladies. Your left is my right.
Do they wait, do they try to swap it? The pool ladies? You say left and they go that way?
So, yeah, if I say left, they're gonna go this way.
No, I said and they go that way. You go left and they go that way?
Yeah, when I tell them to put their left leg out, I want them to put their right leg out.
But what do you say out loud?
I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, people. Why are we talking about this? We're supposed to. We're ending the first episode.
End it.
Okay, I just ended. Just end it. End it.
Do it again.
End it.
Do it again for funsies.
Do what again? Hi, my name is Gregory. I'm here because I don't want to get fined.
All right, we're signing off. Go change some lives, folks.
Oh, I was about to say this is Gregory all over again.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
No, what we should do is take